This is a movie about a game called Hide and Seek. Good night, folks.
It's a little bit more than that. Ready or Not, starring, I don't know the girl.
Adam Brody. And
Adam Brody.
that's the only guy.
He's actually a good guy in this. Spoiler. He's actually a really good guy in this. But we don't know the girl. She's actually really good in this movie, I thought.
Discount Margot Robbie. Just kidding. If you ever see this, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, this will be a spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen this movie, please turn this off and come back. But we'll talk about the ending, which I thought was pretty.
Okay, so Ready or Not is a horror movie about a girl who gets married into a family, and at the end of the wedding night, they play a game. They play hide and go seek, and she hides.
They choose a card, and this was the second time in this hide and seek that they ever had to encounter, and it happens to fall upon her wedding day, which is kind of suck.
Anyway, so they play hide and go seek, and she realizes slowly that they're trying to kill her instead of just find her. So it's pretty intense.
I thought this movie was great. I actually enjoyed it. I find it's almost like Clue meets Get Out meets Supernatural.
Okay.
So you get that sense of all those combined, and it worked really well for me. I was engaged in the movie. There's a mystery behind the movie.
Yeah.
Because the ending, you're like, because the whole entire movie, they keep mentioning.
They keep hinting it's a sacrifice to a man.
And you're like, well, we find out it's Satan, basically. But the way the movie goes is it makes you really kind of guess, is this real? Or is this family is just crazy? Or is there's a supernatural aspect into this movie? And so the whole time I was like, okay, I want to see this. And it kept going, it kept me in it, kept me going. And I thought it was great, man.
I was in it for the whole thing, yeah. I didn't really see a problem with the movie. The pacing was good, the dialogue was good, the action was good.
I did have one problem, but what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about
the husband. What's his name in the movie?
Alex.
Alex.
I
think it's Alex. Alex, I didn't like the fact that the whole entire movie, he was a good guy. Like, trying to save her. And all of a sudden, in one moment...
One overheard conversation.
Or no, that moment when he had a conversation with the main character, the girl, the wife, and he asked her, "You're not going to stay with me after all this, huh?" Yeah, who would? And then he just all of a sudden just turns back into the bad guy. So I didn't like that. Like the whole entire his character arc being this good guy. I thought he was going to be like, okay, well, let me help you get out of here. At least that, but because the whole entire thing, you're like thinking, whoa, are these family crazy, or is there a supernatural aspect to it? Like, are they going to get blown up or killed if they don't do this sacrifice? So I thought that's the only thing I didn't like about it. I was like,
that kind of flip-flopped pretty quick.
That's about it. Yeah.
Let's talk about the ending. So let's just get into it. So the ending is they catch her and there's a sacrifice and they have to do it before dawn. Yeah. And all of a sudden they see that the sun is coming up and she's still alive because she managed to get out, and they're all just kind of standing there like, it was all bullcrap. Like, nothing's happening. It's all stupid. And then all of a sudden
well, the grandmother said, the heck with this, I'm going to kill her anyways. Yeah. And she was going at him, and what happened?
She explodes.
She
just straight up, blood just explodes, like a balloon.
Did you think that somebody came in, shot her? Or
I did, at first.
At first I thought someone shot her in the head, and I was like, oh, who came in? But all of a sudden, then another person exploded, and then you're like...
And one by one, the family members explode.
And you're like, what the heck?
So and you're like, holy crap, this whole Satan thing was real. Like, because at first, when nothing was happening, I was like, oh, interesting. The movie is going to say, like, Satan doesn't exist. Like, devil worship is not real. And stuff like that. I was like, that's an interesting take. And then stuff started happening. I was like, oh, they think they're... I can't speak. But, you know, they're saying it's real. It's real. That's crazy.
Well, that's why I said it's almost like the show Supernatural. It's almost the great-great-grandpa, or whoever that was, the first guy who made a deal with the devil. Mm-hmm. It's like he made a deal with the crossroad devil, as they call it, and that they would be successful if they keep doing ritual, and it actually turned out to be real. I was surprised that actually the ending went that way. I just thought that maybe he was gonna stab her, and then he was gonna change his mind and start stabbing everybody else. But all of a sudden, it just went to Satan worshippers, and boom, everybody exploded. And when
And she
would've
survives. But the one thing that I kind of thought at the end of the movie was like, dude, she's totally gonna get blamed for all these murders because she walks out of the house, it's on fire, there's blood all over her, and she's just smoking a cigarette. Like,
Yeah.
dude, you're gonna get thrown in jail. This does
Yeah.
not look good for you.
But that's not the point of the movie.
I'm just saying.
I thought and the comedy in this was pretty funny. There was a certain comedic aspect to it. I liked how they mentioned how rich people are, as you know, are soulless and
That's funny because Adam Brody's character actually mentions like just on an offline,
Yeah.
like, yeah, because we don't have souls. And like that's exactly true.
That's not true because they don't care. They just want.
They don't
to
have souls. They sold them to the devil.
And the sad is that, I mean, you know, the movie, based upon the card she drew, the card, it sucks that everybody else in that room draw like playing chess and like checkers.
It was like 8 against 1.
But she survived, and I thought the way they did it.
So did no one have to die in order for the chess, like in chess?
I don't know. Hey, you know the funny thing is, I watched an interview with the directors and the writer, because I think there's 3 of them actually, that did this movie. They said there was actually 10 endings.
10 endings?
That they came up with. Maybe, and that they were just bouncing off, brainstorming which one would work best.
Well, I'm going to have to buy it on Blu-ray.
I don't think it's going to be
so I can see the alternate endings. What do you give it?
I give this movie opening night.
Okay.
I really love this movie. I was in it, and I sat there, I was like, man, I can't wait for the ending. And the ending satisfied.
Cool. All right. So let us know if you've seen it.
What's your rating?
It was Blu-ray.
Oh,
you didn't get that segue? Come on, Tom. Ruined my moment.
I'm slow today. Anyways, go check it out. It's fun. See you later.
Saw her running.